Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down the top 5 most valuable United States Lincoln Memorial penny 1-cent coins that have amazed collectors with their incredible rarity and record-breaking auction prices. While millions of Lincoln Memorial cents were made between 1959 and 2008, a few rare dates, mint marks, and error varieties have become true treasures. Some of these pennies are worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced coin collector, this video will help you discover which Lincoln Memorial pennies deserve a closer look before you spend them. So let's get started. First up, the 1984 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin, one of the most common pennies ever produced in the United States. At first glance, a worn, scratched, stained, or ugly-looking 1984 penny may seem completely worthless. Most people would spend it without a second thought. However, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and there are certain situations where a coin from this year can become highly desirable to collectors. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1984 Lincoln Memorial cent, its unique features, what makes some examples valuable, how collectors identify rare varieties, and what these coins have sold for in the auction market. The Lincoln Memorial cent had already become one of America's most recognizable coins by 1984. The design first appeared in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the famous wheat cent reverse. The obverse continued to feature Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displayed Frank Gasparo's detailed image of the Lincoln Memorial. The Denver Mint struck billions of pennies in 1984 with the D mint mark below the date, making them very common in circulation. Most examples were made from a copper-plated zinc composition weighing about 2.5 grams, following the metallic change introduced in 1982. Although millions of these coins entered circulation, only a tiny number possess characteristics that attract serious collector attention. When examining a 1984 Lincoln Memorial cent, collectors first look at its basic design details. The obverse shows Abraham Lincoln facing right with the words "In God We Trust" above his portrait, Liberty on the left, the date 1984, and the small D mint mark below the date. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial with the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, 1 cent, and the tiny image of Lincoln visible inside the memorial between the central columns. These design elements should appear sharp on well-preserved coins, although heavily circulated examples often show worn lettering, faded details, scratches, discoloration, and corrosion. An ugly condition alone does not make this coin rare. In fact, most worn 1984 cents are worth only 1 cent because billions were produced and survived. Dirt, stains, scratches, corrosion, environmental damage, and cleaning usually reduce collector interest instead of increasing it. However, experienced collectors never judge a coin by appearance alone because some rare mint errors remain valuable even when the coin has seen years of circulation. One reason collectors pay close attention to 1984 Lincoln cents is the possibility of important mint varieties and striking errors. Although the famous double-ear double-die variety is associated with Philadelphia coins without a mint mark, Denver coins also have collectible repunched mint mark varieties and other genuine mint errors. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, wrong planchet errors, and major striking mistakes can increase the value dramatically. Collectors use magnification to inspect the mint mark, lettering, and other design elements for evidence of these rare production mistakes. Collector demand depends on rarity rather than age alone. Since billions of normal 1984 pennies exist, ordinary circulated examples have little premium. The coins that bring strong prices are those certified by professional grading companies with rare errors, important die varieties, or exceptional preservation. These scarce pieces compete for registry sets and advanced collections, creating significant demand whenever a high-quality or unusual example appears at auction. Current market values vary enormously. A normal 1984 penny in ugly circulated condition is generally worth only face value or a few cents. A nice uncirculated example may sell for a modest premium. Genuine repunched mint mark varieties or significant mint errors can sell from several dollars to hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and condition. Exceptional error coins and top-grade certified examples have realized much higher auction prices, while ordinary damaged coins remain inexpensive regardless of age. If you own a 1984 Lincoln Memorial cent, examine it carefully before assuming it is either worthless or extremely valuable. Never clean the coin, as cleaning can permanently reduce collector value. Check the weight, inspect the mint mark with a magnifying glass, and look for unusual doubling, off-center strikes, missing design elements, or other genuine mint errors. If you believe your coin has an important variety or error, consider having it authenticated by a respected professional grading service before offering it for sale. In conclusion, the 1984 D. Lincoln Memorial Penny reminds us that common coins can still be exciting to study. While an ugly, heavily circulated example is usually worth only its face value, rare mint errors, recognized varieties, and exceptional certified coins can attract strong collector interest and sell for impressive amounts in the auction market. Careful inspection, patience, and knowledge are the keys to discovering whether an ordinary-looking penny could actually be an extraordinary collectible. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating coin discoveries and rare coin value guides. Next up, numismatics, the 1982 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin without a mint mark. At first glance, this penny may appear old, worn, or even rusty, causing many people to overlook it. However, certain 1982 pennies have become highly collectible because this year marked one of the biggest changes in the history of the Lincoln cent. Some rare varieties have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, making this an exciting coin to search for in your pocket change or old coin collection. In today's video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its unique features, why collectors are interested in it, its current market value, and how you can determine whether your coin could be worth far more than 1 cent. The Lincoln Memorial Penny was first introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the wheat cent design and featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, while Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln remained on the obverse. By 1982, the United States Mint faced rising copper prices, making it too expensive to continue producing pennies with their traditional bronze composition. As a result, 1982 became a historic transition year. During this single year, the Mint produced pennies in both the older copper alloy and the newer zinc composition. Multiple combinations of large dates, small dates, copper planchets, zinc planchets, and different mint marks were struck, making 1982 one of the most fascinating years for Lincoln cent collectors. The 1982 Lincoln Memorial Penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins from Philadelphia during that year generally carried no mint mark, making them easy to identify. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1982. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial with the inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and 1 cent. What makes this year especially important is that there were both large date and small date varieties, along with copper and zinc compositions. A copper coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams, while a zinc coin weighs about 2.5 grams. Although a rusty appearance often indicates environmental damage to a zinc coin after its thin copper plating has deteriorated, collectors are primarily interested in identifying the correct variety and composition. A genuine copper small date variety in exceptional condition is among the most desirable coins from this year. Most 1982 no-mint mark pennies are common and were produced in enormous numbers. However, certain combinations are much scarcer than others. Collectors actively search for the different date styles and metal compositions because completing a full set of 1982 varieties is a challenging task. In addition, coins with major mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, wrong planchets, or dramatic die cracks can command impressive premiums. High-grade uncirculated examples are also increasingly difficult to locate because many entered circulation shortly after being minted. The rarest varieties continue to attract strong interest from collectors, especially when professionally authenticated and graded. A typical 1982 Lincoln Memorial Penny without a mint mark in rusty or heavily circulated condition usually has a value of only 1 cent to a few cents because environmental damage significantly reduces collector demand. However, an attractive circulated copper example may be worth a small premium, while brilliant uncirculated coins can sell for several dollars depending on their grade. Rare small-date copper varieties in certified mint state condition have sold for hundreds of dollars, and exceptional specimens have reached well into the thousands at major coin auctions. If your coin features a significant mint error or an unusual striking characteristic, its value could increase dramatically, making professional evaluation worthwhile before selling. If you discover a 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, begin by checking whether it is a large date or small date variety. Next, weigh the coin using a precise digital scale to determine whether it is copper or zinc. Carefully inspect the surfaces under magnification for doubling, die cracks, off-center strikes, or other mint errors that may add value. Avoid cleaning the coin, even if it appears rusty or stained, because cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce its collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent additional deterioration. If you believe you have a rare variety or a valuable error coin, consider submitting it to a professional grading service for authentication and grading before offering it for sale. The 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark is much more than an ordinary 1-cent coin. Because it was produced during a historic transition from copper to zinc, it remains one of the most studied and collected Lincoln cents in American coin collecting. While most rusty examples are worth only their face value, certain rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade specimens have achieved remarkable auction prices. Taking a few minutes to examine your 1982 penny carefully could reveal a hidden treasure sitting unnoticed in your collection. Next up, the 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny, one of the most recognizable 1-cent coins in the United States. At first glance, this coin may seem like nothing more than everyday pocket change. Millions of Americans use these pennies in daily transactions, and many still remain in circulation today. However, the story becomes much more interesting when certain rare varieties, exceptional preserved examples, and valuable mint errors enter the picture. Some collectors have paid hundreds and even thousands of dollars for unusual 1993 Lincoln cents that stand out from ordinary circulated coins. In this video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its unique features, why collectors search for special examples, and how much a rare 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny can be worth in today's market. The Lincoln cent has been an important part of American coinage since 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical figure instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty. The Lincoln Memorial reverse design was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and remained in production until 2008. The 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a period when billions of pennies were produced every year. Because of this enormous mintage, the average circulated 1993 penny is very common. Nevertheless, collectors continue to study these coins because minting mistakes, die varieties, and unusually well-preserved examples can command significant premiums at auction. The obverse of the 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" appear along the top, while Liberty is displayed to the left of Lincoln's portrait. The date 1993 and the D Mint mark, representing the Denver Mint, are located on the right side. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial occupies the center of the design with the inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and 1 cent. The coin is composed primarily of zinc with a thin copper plating, giving it its familiar copper appearance while reducing production costs. In circulated condition, most examples display noticeable wear, dull surfaces, and small scratches from years of everyday use. However, collectors carefully inspect these coins for doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and other mint errors that can dramatically increase their value. Although billions of 1993 Lincoln Memorial pennies were produced, true rarity comes from quality rather than quantity. Most circulated examples remain worth only their face value because they are heavily worn and extremely common. However, coins with dramatic mint errors are considerably scarcer and attract strong interest from collectors. Error coins featuring off-center strikes, doubled dies, or wrong planchet errors are much harder to find because only a tiny fraction escape the mint with these unusual characteristics. In addition, coins that somehow survived in flawless mint state condition despite their age are highly sought after by registry set collectors. These factors create competition among collectors whenever an exceptional 1993 penny appears at a major auction. A typical 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny in circulated condition is generally worth only 1 cent, although some coin dealers may pay a few cents for large quantities of copper-colored circulated examples. Attractive uncirculated coins with strong luster may sell for several dollars depending on their certified grade. High-grade specimens certified MS-67 or better have sold for well over $100, while the finest known examples can reach several $100s or more at major auctions. The real excitement comes from genuine mint error coins. Significant off-center strikes, major double dies, or wrong planchet errors have sold anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s, depending on the rarity, eye appeal, certification, and demand from collectors at the time of sale. Every valuable coin should be authenticated and professionally graded before being offered for auction. Collectors searching for valuable 1993 D Lincoln Memorial pennies should carefully examine every coin under strong lighting and magnification. Look closely for unusual doubling in the lettering and date, missing design elements, off-center strikes, cracks through the design, or other signs of genuine mint errors. Avoid cleaning the coin because even light cleaning can reduce its collector value. If you discover an unusual example that appears to be a rare variety or major error, consider submitting it to a reputable third-party grading service for authentication. Keeping coins in protective holders and storing them in a cool, dry environment will help preserve their condition and long-term value. The 1993 D Lincoln Memorial penny reminds us that even one of America's most common coins can sometimes become an exciting collector's treasure. While the vast majority of circulated examples are worth only their face value, rare mint errors, outstanding condition, and certified high-grade examples have proven that certain pieces can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The next time you receive a handful of pennies in your change, take a closer look. You could be holding a hidden collectible. Next up, the 1992 United States Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin without a mint mark, exploring its history, unique characteristics, rarity, collector demand, and the incredible auction prices that a rare variety can achieve. Stay with us until the end because one tiny detail on this penny could make the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth thousands of dollars. The 1992 Lincoln Memorial Cent was produced by the United States Mint to honor President Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln Cent series first began in 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and the Lincoln Memorial reverse design was introduced in 1959. The 1992 no-mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on regular circulation cents that year. More than 4.6 billion Philadelphia cents were produced, making the normal version one of the most common coins in circulation. However, among these billions of coins, a tiny number were accidentally struck with the wrong reverse die, creating one of the most famous modern Lincoln cent varieties. The 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny is made from a copper-plated zinc composition containing 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. It weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1992. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial with United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 1 cent. Although a dirty coin may look unattractive, collectors never judge rarity based solely on dirt or discoloration. Cleaning a coin can actually reduce its value, so experienced collectors recommend leaving it in its original condition until it has been professionally evaluated. The most important feature to examine on a 1992 no-mint mark penny is the spacing between the letters A and M and the word America on the reverse. A normal 1992 circulation coin has the wide AM design, where the letters are clearly separated. The extremely rare transitional error is the close AM variety, where the A and M are nearly touching. This happened because a reverse die intended for 1993 coins was mistakenly used on a small number of 1992 cents. Another helpful diagnostic is the position of the designer's initials FG near the memorial, which differs on the rare variety. These small details have made the 1992 close AM one of the most famous modern U.S. coin errors. Collectors around the world actively search through rolls of pennies hoping to discover this rare transitional variety. Experts believe that only a very small number of genuine 1992 close AM pennies exist, making them highly desirable. Even a circulated example can command an impressive premium if authenticated. Because of this extraordinary rarity, every 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent deserves a careful inspection before being spent. Many valuable discoveries have come from ordinary pocket change, proving that hidden treasures still exist. When it comes to market value, the condition and variety of the coin make all the difference. A normal 1992 no-mint mark penny in dirty, circulated condition is usually worth only its face value or a small premium. Nice uncirculated examples may sell for a few dollars, while superb certified examples can bring much higher prices. However, if the coin is confirmed as the rare close AM variety, values increase dramatically. Certified examples have sold at auction for several $1,000s, and top-grade specimens have realized more than $25,000. These remarkable auction results continue to make the 1992 Close AM one of the most exciting modern Lincoln cents for collectors and investors alike. If you own a dirty 1992 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, resist the temptation to clean it. Instead, examine the reverse carefully with a magnifying glass, paying special attention to the spacing of the letters A and M in America. Weigh the coin to ensure it matches official specifications, compare it with trusted reference images, and if you believe you have the rare close AM variety, consider submitting it to a professional grading service for authentication. Proper grading can confirm authenticity and significantly improve buyer confidence if the coin is eventually sold. The 1992 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark is a perfect reminder that extraordinary value can sometimes be hidden inside an ordinary-looking coin. While most examples are common and worth only a cent, the legendary Close AM transitional variety has become one of the greatest modern coin discoveries in American numismatics. Before you spend any 1992 penny, take a few moments to inspect it carefully. That small detail on the reverse could transform an overlooked coin into a remarkable collector's prize worth thousands of dollars. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating rare coin discoveries. Next up, the 1991 United States Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin with no mint mark in fine condition. Many people assume that every old penny is worth a fortune, but the truth is a little more interesting. While most 1991 Philadelphia pennies remain common in circulated grades, certain high-grade examples in genuine mint error coins have sold for impressive amounts at major auctions. In this video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its design, rarity, collector demand, current market value, and the features that could make one of these pennies far more valuable than its 1-cent face value. The 1991 Lincoln Memorial cent was struck during the long-running Lincoln Memorial series that began in 1959 and continued through 2008. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner that first appeared in 1909. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. A 1991 penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark on regular circulation Lincoln cents during that period. Billions of these coins were produced, making them one of the most common modern Lincoln cents in circulation. This coin measures 19 millimeters in diameter, weighs 2.5 grams, and is made of a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. On the obverse, you'll find the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1991. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial with the inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and 1 cent. Under magnification, a tiny image of Lincoln can even be seen between the columns of the memorial, making this one of the most detailed designs ever placed on a U.S. circulating coin. After decades in circulation, many examples develop wear, spots, or plating damage because of their copper-plated zinc composition. Although the 1991 no-mint mark penny is not rare in fine condition, collectors still search for exceptional examples with original red color, sharp strikes, and certified high grades. The greatest excitement comes from genuine mint errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die chips, and wrong planchet strikes. These varieties are much scarcer than normal circulation coins and often attract strong bidding when professionally authenticated. Even though billions of regular coins were minted, only a tiny percentage possess these collectible errors or survive in nearly perfect mint state grades. For a normal 1991 Lincoln Memorial penny with no mint mark in fine condition, the market value is generally only its face value or a few cents because so many examples remain available. Coins in about uncirculated condition may sell for a small premium, while certified mint state red examples can range from several dollars to several $100s depending on grade. The finest certified examples have realized auction prices reaching into the thousands of dollars because of their exceptional preservation. Likewise, rare authenticated mint errors have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the type of error and its rarity. This is why condition, originality, and professional grading play such an important role in determining a coin's true value. If you own a 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny, examine it carefully under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for strong original red color, sharp details, unusual doubling, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or other genuine mint errors. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can significantly reduce its collector value. If you believe your coin has an unusual feature or is in outstanding condition, consider having it authenticated and graded by a respected third-party grading service before offering it for sale. Thank you for watching today's video. The 1991 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark in fine condition is usually a common coin, but every collector knows that extraordinary condition or a genuine mint error can transform an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible. Always inspect your pocket change carefully because you never know when a hidden treasure could be waiting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare US coin value guides. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos about rare US coins, valuable pennies, and incredible auction discoveries. Leave a comment below and tell us if you've ever found a valuable coin in your pocket change. Thanks again for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.